What's up? Good afternoon. I am finishing subbing a third grade classroom today, bilingual. Super great experience. The kids were angels. We vibed out, we hung out, we did a little bit of work together, and it was a great time. So I'm just reflecting from the day and having my quiet time in the car as I head home to hop onto another meeting. But it can be so easy, working with kids and nurturing their development. It can be so easy. And the kids of today's world, because of what they've experienced already, given whatever grade they've gone through, or most likely would benefit from play, free time, constructed play, restorative conversations, the time to really figure out how to interact with one another and listen and practice listening. And all of that, takes time. And so much of what is restricted as a teacher is your time. You have to spend 90 minutes doing this and 60 minutes doing that and 25 minutes doing this, and your time is sort of parsed out for you. But as the professional on child development and what that children, especially children who've experienced trauma, need, that's so contrary to follow that. We can't follow it anymore. If we're being real, if we're looking at reality honestly, the constrictions and the structure of schooling are based on phallus ideas that we should be hyper productive and need to do this, and this. And it's overwhelming for students to move from 90 minutes of ELA instruction to 90 minutes of math instruction to a 5-minute break to lunch recess for 20 minutes. You let them eat lunch for 20 minutes. They're little people. They eat slower. And we're here during breakfast time rushing them and being like, hurry up, clean up, hurry up. And it's like, they're having breakfast. Can't we re-indigenize ourselves a little bit and remember the origins of our food and how sacred of a time it is and how powerful it can be to community build when we eat together? Although what the students are eating, don't let me get into that topic, is not correct either. They shouldn't be eating hard-boiled eggs that have been put in plastic bags and thrown. They should be eating quality breakfast that match the cultural foods that they know and love, or are different than their cultural foods and they know and love, and are trying different things. There is this excessive, disgusting, compulsive need to go, do, be, hurry, right, finish, and everything is done half-assed, and nothing feels complete, and students are stressed, and teachers are overwhelmed. Do one thing. Do one thing that feels really worthwhile. Instead of doing all those 20 million different small worksheets that you're just handing students, just do one good discussion and a reflection, and you give them 25 minutes to write. That's it. Or more, right? 25 full minutes to write and be with their thoughts. And the first 25 minutes of that lesson, you're just purely structuring the time to get them ready to do that, because they're children and the development needs that. You can't just say, okay, write a paragraph, and then expect all those fourth graders to write a paragraph perfectly. You have to model. You have to show them. You have to give them an example. You have to give them a non-example. You have to write a paragraph. You have to show them what it looks like. You have to think through those processes. These are all techniques of learning that we have seemed to just we have forgotten about because we're tired. And it makes sense why you would just want to give a student a worksheet and follow your curriculum and show the You are a professional though. You are a professional, okay? I would love to see teachers become a little bit more radical in their approach to students. If school's not working for you, if it feels draining to be at school, there is something wrong. There is something that needs to be looked at in a different way. And what I can advise or propose as someone who is really knowledgeable in this field and has this experience and have worked with lots of teachers to get their teaching practice to be in a place that feels easy, that feels like they can be in a state of flow, it's the timing. It's that pressure, that internal voice in your head who's like, you know, the principal, the district, whatever it is, that's saying, you need to hurry up, you need to finish this, you need to do that, you need to do that. It's too much. No, silencio. That's what I kept saying today. Silencio. Okay? No. We're not going to do that to ourselves anymore. It's too much. So instead, take back ownership of your teaching practice. It is your teaching practice. It is a way for you to express your unique individuality while also being in community and practicing leaning into collectivistic culture as well, because we know that the system that's designed was created in this hyper individualistic, Western, racist, sexist, patriarchal point of view, and it doesn't necessarily work for us. Not that it doesn't necessarily work for us, it doesn't work for us. So reclaim your teaching practice. You know, I totally understand teachers who are leaving the profession right now. Go, please, do what makes you a healthy human. Do what makes you a healthy human. If you're someone who is trying to stick through with the teaching career, I guarantee you could benefit from a different approach to your teaching practice. Okay, this is not going back to basics. This is a reorientation to the profession. It is a remembrance of how powerful it is to be in your power as a teacher, and the type of effect that has on students when you are in your vibe, when you are in a calm, grounded state, when nothing a student says can shake that inner core in you of calm groundedness, even when everything is a disaster. Okay? And I also want to question that. When we say something's a disaster, why are we saying that? What was it supposed to look like? Were all the students supposed to just sit down, shut up, and not bother you and ask you questions, and that's what you were sort of expecting because that's what we've been trained is a good classroom? Uh-oh, that's racist. Uh-oh, that's unrealistic. Uh-oh, that is not even close developmentally to what students are experiencing and what they need at that age, whatever age it is. Because a lot of our schooling system is also not honoring the ways that students need movement, the way that students need time to express themselves creatively. Okay, so we also have to remember that while we are claiming our power back and starting to change the ways we're showing up in the classroom, we need to be giving students opportunities to move their bodies, to breathe, to be present, and to be creative in some way that can look so different. And it can be so exciting and fun to see students access their zone of genius. We have to claim our classrooms. We have to reset the standard. Okay, principal, I heard you say that there's a new mandate, but guess what? We just started this project-based unit, so we're actually going to do that until it's finished. What are they going to do? Fire you? No, they're not. They can't, right? And even if they can, okay, fucking fire me then. Bye. Go somewhere that values you as a teacher. That was something in my career I would not stand for. If I was at a school and I didn't feel valued, bye. I love these babies, but I love me too. Leave. I love you. You got this.